Welcome back to another video of Footy Nuppies.
Beauty. Good to be back, mate. It's Thursday night. Game's just about to start, so that's okay. We can still talk footy, can't we? Nice week of footy last week.
Yeah.
Interestingly, which we'll talk about later on, it was the top 9 sides versus the bottom 9 sides, which was very interesting. Whereas this week, some of those games, some of those games had a bearing on the finals, for sides that are like in the 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th position. But like you've got Geelong versus Richmond, Lions versus Power, Carlton versus Pies, these sides that the opposition play finals. Anyway,
West Coast first, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll talk about that later, but that was interesting. Whereas this week, we'll talk later on this week, some huge games. So really interesting.
One I reckon that you've put in there.
Lions and Blues. Yeah, but there's nothing on the line for Carlton. They're not playing finals, but there's nothing, but there's so much. Like their fans are about to burn that joint down. They won't, but like they're so angry. Feel like they need to win or get really close.
Yeah, on the AFL app, how it says past 5 games. Essendon and Richmond. I haven't seen a W in them.
Oh, they've lost their past 5. That's going to be a good game.
Sides,
We're camping, so we'll watch that with our cousins.
Yeah, both of them sides. So all I see is Essendon, Richmond,
Oh, gosh, it's tough. It's tough this time of year too. We're in the middle of winter. Some sides, probably 6 or 7 sides, can't play finals. They're just literally surviving the next 7 weeks. But let's get into it, mate. We've crammed a fair bit in. We'll see how we go. But in the news, maybe if we work our way from the top.
So Powell
Pepper, Sam Powell Pepper. So went off with a nasty injury there on the weekend. And I think, I don't know if you saw the footage, but he pushed the trainers away when they were trying to assist him. Yeah, not because I don't think he was certainly not angry at them. He was, I think, just angry at the situation.
Was it in like a hard push or?
Oh, it was aggressive in a sense, but I don't think it was directed to them. It was more so directed inwards. He was so disappointed with himself and angry because he did his ACL not long ago. But you could just see how frustrated he was. Pushed the trainers away and almost didn't want to believe that it's happened. So that's really sad because they've confirmed it, and that's his opposite leg as well. So opposite to the one he had done a couple of years ago. So sad news there. They've had a shocking year, haven't they? The Power.
Yeah.
And stuff like that just doesn't help, does it? Next one there, Joel Amartey out for the season now. Another side that's had a shocking year, Sydney. Especially with injuries. They've had injuries all throughout the season.
It was massive to beat Fremantle.
Huge. On their home deck, but huge win.
No, that's actually huge. They were the away side that game.
Fremantle were the away side.
I know.
Yeah.
But for the last 6 times, it's been the home side that loses. So technically, Sydney are the away side.
What, at Sydney's ground?
Yeah, they're the away side.
Oh, fair enough.
For the last few times them sides have played, it's been the away side that wins.
That is one. Well, yeah, Doggies beat them, didn't they? And yeah. Well,
no, I mean just Sydney and Fremantle.
Oh, right. Okay, so those last 6 times. There's a statistician for you. So the last 6 games between Sydney and Fremantle, the away sides won.
Yeah, but it
Sydney's
might
turn the screws this time.
It might be 6 games, but it is a big
close
record.
Enough. It's enough. Yeah. Well, that was great effort by Sydney, but yeah, Joel Amartey out. Not long after you had Errol Goulding come back into the side. Papley come back into the side. He's just re-injured I don't know if he's re-injured, but he's injured his hamstring there on the weekend, so he's out for a couple of weeks as well. So they've had a shocking run this year. Probably one they want to forget and look to, get back together next year.
Well, they were massive premiership favourites last year.
Yeah, they got so close again. Obviously, they got beaten by 8 or 9 goals, but they got so close. But yeah, they just haven't been able to bounce back this year. So, excuse me, poor old Sydney. Larkey as well is in trouble this week. May not play, may not come up. He's a freak, isn't he? What do you have? 4 goals, 1 in the first quarter against the Dogs.
Well, it's because...
Should have been 5.
Yeah, because...
Straight in front, wasn't it?
I know, yeah, just straight in front. Yeah. Larkey, you know when they got by Hawthorn by 85 points. You
Mm.
still won't kick 5.
It's just ridiculous. We, your mum and I went out for a night away there on, what was that, Sunday night,
Yeah.
and we had an Uber from the hotel to the restaurant, and we were speaking to the Uber driver. He was a North Melbourne supporter, and we're just saying, one, their young list is looking good, and it's going to come good, but two, really highlighted the fact that how good Larky is. The bloke's kicking bags of goals in a side like North that, I mean, they're competitive at times, but they're not winning games, are they? Imagine if he was in a side like Collingwood, he'd kick 100 goals. He's just, they would feed him that much good football, good quality football. Imagine still side bottom,
Nick Dacos.
Dacos,
Josh.
feeding him the ball from the centre square. It'd hit him laces out, 45 metres straight front. Anyway, he's superstar.
Yeah, and the thing for him is getting close to Coleman. As soon as he just needs his side to get a bit more better.
Yeah, and he'll put significant pressure on that Coleman. I mean, even you think next year he could be a red-hot chance because I suspect North will be a better side next year. What have they won, 2 or 3 games this year?
Well, George Brisbane, which is one of the best games they've probably played this year.
Yeah, exactly. But I think if they've won, say if they win 4 or 5 games for the 2025 season, I think next year it might be more like 7 or 8 games. The way they're progressing. Next one there, the big injury from the Geelong-Richmond game, mate.
Yeah, Waywall. But
that
wasn't just Waywall. That was...
No, they had multiple, didn't they?
Yeah, they had multiple.
But his particular injury was pretty nasty. So he re-injured that hamstring. He just come back from, I think, 4 weeks off with that hamstring injury and re-injured it. And we were almost front row, weren't we, at the game? And you saw him walking past us. He didn't look happy, which is fair enough. But his body didn't look good, did it? He was limping. Looked like a nasty hamstring injury. And Richmond have come out this week and said, season's over. That's it.
Waywall.
Yep, yeah. Put him on ice. He's going to play for the next 10, 12, 14 years. Put him on ice, get his body right, go again next year.
But that's sad for a first pick.
It's sad. I mean, how good has he been throughout the season? Yeah. He's shown some real brilliance.
He's been sort of like a Zach Merritt, how he's lifting Essendon.
Yeah.
He's been like that too.
Yeah, not bad for a first-year player to lift the team, is it? So, yeah, that's pretty sad. But that's footy, isn't it? These sort of injuries happen. Did you see in the news during the week there was a threat made to Michael
Yeah,
Block?
I have heard about that.
Yeah, well...
a Collingwood supporter.
That's right. Collingwood member's been banned for 5 years.
From...
Rightfully so, too.
Yeah, AFLW and AFLW.
And AFL, yeah. Which is good because you can't take these things lightly.
And it was a member.
Yeah, Collingwood member, which is surprising. You would have thought it would have been a Carlton member.
What? Oh, well, because
Carlton member... Yeah, Carlton, you're so angry at the team, at the coach, But, yeah, Collingwood member. But it just... Oh, we've spoken about this a couple of times. Oh, not this situation in general, but just these sorts of instances over the course of the year, whether it be not threats or fans throwing things at players or just hurling abuse over the grounds. Yeah, we've said, like, you got to check your behaviour sometimes, don't you, when you're at the footy? Like, you can be passionate, you can wave your flag, you can cheer for your team.
Yeah, I think last year, Essendon were getting smashed to the Saints. Remember when it was like 108 to 55, that Saints game, that they were smashing Essendon? Yeah, an Essendon supporter threw a flag.
Oh, the scarf, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the scarf.
Before, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, we all love our sides and we get passionate and, losing's never fun. But, like, at the end of the day, there's nothing you or I can do to make Geelong any better. I mean, yeah, for sure, pay your membership so that it helps support the club. But, we're not the ones training, we're not the players and stuff. You just want that. You want to make sure that your off-field administration stuff is really strong, that they're leading the club in the right direction and all the rest. But yeah. Anyway, that's a whole big story. But you can't be making these significant threats to someone's well-being. That's pull your head in, guys. Can you read my writing there? It's almost like doctor's writing, isn't it? The next one.
Elliot Yeo misses remainder of season with ankle injury.
Yeah, so he's battled knee injuries this year, Elliot Yeo. The whole West Coast side, like the senior guys, obviously. Who was the player that retired last week?
Dom Sheed's
retired.
Tim
Kelly has been underperforming for his standard. He got dropped at one stage there. McGovern was injured and now he's medically retired because of the concussions. Who's Oscar Allen's been injured in our side. Like,
and he's captain too.
Yeah, you just can't get these blokes on the park, which is really sad because they've shown some quality football at times.
It's sort of like the young guys that are carrying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Harley Reid.
Yeah,
do you know
he's getting better.
Jack Williams?
No, I'm thinking of that. Is it McCarthy, the other bloke who's only played a handful of games now, but he's on fire? Jack Williams, yeah.
Yeah, he is a pretty good forward.
It's going well. The other bloke who I really like there
Jake Waterman? No.
Waterman's great, but he's had injuries as well this year. No, what was that defender's name that did a really good number on Jeremy Cameron until the last sort of...
Ruben Gimby.
Yeah, he's good. Even Jeremy Cameron after that game, now this is a few weeks ago, but he said Gimby had the win on me that day until the last 10 minutes. But yeah, so that's sad for Elliot. Sad for the West Coast Eagles. Some big news coming out of the Giants camp this week, mate.
Returning.
Yeah, Hogan.
Whitfield.
So Whitfield as well, playing his 250th this week. So that's really good. That's a huge effort for a Giants. I think he was a foundation player, one of the first ones there. So I think Toby Green played his 250th there a few weeks ago, and but now Whitfield as well. So that's what an effort.
Cameron. You know how he played his 250th in Geelong in Perth.
Yep.
With Geelong and Giants.
Yeah. Well, he played 250 games combined. Yep. 250 games. I mean, 2 games would be unreal. 250 is absolutely awesome. But Hogan and Whitfield back in, that really helps them. Would have been great to get Sam Dekoning back in because they've got Hogan and who's the other big forward down there? The young fella?
Cadman.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want Hogan to kick 14 this time.
Oh, man, he was on fire last time, wasn't he? But anyway, Geelong are going to have to work that out. Sam Taylor's missing this week. He's still out.
Yeah, that leaves a hole for Jezza.
It does. It really does. Lee Kalir, remember him a couple of years ago?
He won him the game.
Yeah, he did. He took that big mark, but he had a great game, didn't he? He's in the side as well.
He might go to Cameron because of last time. He might come out great against Cats and not against other teams.
Yeah. They're such a deep side, aren't they?
But the way they move the ball, is so fast.
The thing I like about the Giants, I mean, they change direction of the ball, don't they? Change the angles, which makes the opposition players have to run.
Yeah, you know about Darcy Jones with a helmet?
Yeah.
He's great.
He's a gun. So quick. So that's going to be great. That being said, Bailey Smith's back for the Cats. So, and Tyson Stengel's not back, which is interesting. But it's good.
Ooh.
George Stevens. We're going to talk about George Stevens in a little while. He gets another game, so that's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
Young fella get another game. We should press on. Cautious of time. The Hawks. This is an interesting one. I don't know if you've been following this one. The Hawks are getting their knickers in a twist, mate, over Cooper Hodge. So Luke Hodge, you've heard of him, haven't you? 4-time premiership player, 3-time premiership captain, Norm Smith medalist, superstar of the game.
Yeah.
He went and played his last couple of years at Brisbane. He had retired, and then he played his last couple of years at Brisbane. They put him out of retirement. Moved the family up there. And
didn't he have like a head injury, Luke Hodge?
Oh, he may have had some concussions.
Yeah.
He hit the ball that hard. But so Cooper Hodge is his son. I think he might have 2 or 3 sons. And Cooper's in the Brisbane Football Academy at the moment. Yeah, a lot of the teams around the country have these academies where they identify talent when they're maybe 12, 13, 14, and then they really guide them and help them train and their nutrition and whatever else as they grow. So he's in the Brisbane Academy, which means I could butcher this, but if you're an academy player, your side gets it's a Brisbane Academy, they get the first opportunity to get you in the draft. But then, because his dad played so many games, 100 games, you've got to play 100 games to get a father-son nomination. So I think Cooper can choose between either Brisbane or Hawthorn. Yeah, and it's the same as was it Will Ashcroft?
Levi
Were they were they? Because they were down in an academy down here, weren't they? I think they played at the Sandringham Dragons, and anyway, I think it was a similar thing, but they chose to go to Brisbane. So, but Hawthorns, they're trying to play it cool. We're the cool club at the Hawks, the mighty fighting Hawks. They are. It seems certainly what the media are publishing anyway. The journalists are saying they it's like a someone really desperate. Like, and I get it. He's going to be he looks as if he's going to be a really talented footballer. So yeah, you want to land those players, but yeah, they seem really desperate. Whereas Brisbane don't seem to be saying too much about it. What is he going to choose? I don't know. If you've got any comments on that, please leave it.
He probably chooses Brisbane.
Well, his mates are all up there, like his family's up there. He might not want to go back down to Melbourne, but I don't know. If you think I'm calling that wrong, please leave a comment. I'm happy to stand corrected, but yeah, they seem to be pretty desperate, and I don't know, like that desperate girl or desperate boy that's chasing after that person that doesn't like him anymore. Maybe anyway. That's a strange analogy, but that's what it seems like.
Will Day on track to return.
Yeah, so there's some positive news for Hawthorn. Will Day's on track. Oh, he's dead set. What do you let me know what you reckon? He is their finals wild card.
Yeah.
Not a wild card like from a perspective like maybe say like a Tyson Stengel for Geelong, like he could bob up and kick 4 goals when he's really good. He's their wild card, like their ace up their sleeve. Like they're winning enough games, they're going to play finals, and then they get that bloke back.
But remember what was it, like a fact that they've won, wasn't it like, on round 6 when Geelong had to play Hawthorn on Easter Monday, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like, because Will Day wasn't there, it was like, you said 9 of their last times.
But he hasn't been there, is that right?
Yeah, they was.
Yeah, they're
9 of their last 12 it was.
Yeah, their record without him, not good. However, it's improving. But their record with him, incredible.
It's really good.
But
then...
yeah, they could go deep, Hawthorn.
You do say, is he carrying them on their shoulders if they don't have a good record without him?
A lot of pressure on him. But, they're Jai Newcomb going really well. They've got plenty of talent in the tank, don't they? And I think I read earlier, Kal Shadir's back this week, which is exciting because we went to that Bulldogs Hawthorn elimination final last year.
And he had a great game.
I almost think he was the difference. Like, the whole team, Hawthorn played better than Doggies, didn't they?
Well,
Doggies
Watson kicked 4 too.
Yeah, true. But Kal Shadir just offered so much as that key forward. And I think long term, he's the guy. Not Marby or Chol. There's no disrespect to Marby or Chol, but I just think Kal Shadir, like, what is he, 20, 21? He's the guy. He's the guy I'm putting all the eggs in the basket for. Anyway, we'll see. What else is there, mate? I don't know if you saw this one.
Ben Keys and Joshua Shelley.
Yeah, they've been fined for wearing metal studs.
What are they?
Metal stud. Yeah. So did you see a couple of weeks ago when Jack Darling's calf got cut open?
Yeah.
From a stud. Don't think that was a metal stud, but metal studs are dangerous, but for a field like Sydney, which the SCG surface has been brought into question lately, metal studs on wet games as well can really help give you a bit more grip, and your boots go a bit deeper into the grass, into the soil. But yeah, apparently, you're not allowed to wear them in the AFL. I don't know about local leagues and
that's
things like that.
That's what Josh Rochelle and Ben Keys did on that Sydney game.
They might have not Sydney. They played Melbourne on the weekend. But they might have got a fine, a warning a little while ago. But yeah, now they got a fine. So I found that really interesting. I didn't know that. Let us know in the comments. Did you know that in the AFL you can't wear metal studs? So that was really surprising to me. This last one, just for what's in the news, the Saints have created like a next generation academy for father sons and father daughters, which I think's good, but I find it really interesting because their president or CEO come out at their Best and Fairest Awards last year, 2024, come out whinging and carrying on about other sides. I suppose being blessed with perhaps their academy picks or their father's sons and suggesting, allegedly, go read it yourself, but allegedly suggesting that each team in the competition should be able to somehow make it fairer to bid on these father sons. So I know you can bid on them at the moment, but the teams, like your Dacos and stuff, they still end up at their father son team. Anyway, so we had a whinge, and now they've come out and they're creating this father son academy, father daughter academy, which the Saints have got. I mean, if they're don't know about the girls on the girls, so sorry, but certainly on the boys side of thing, Lee Montagna's got a son. Nick Rewald's got like 3 sons. Lenny Hayes has got a son. These guns that were absolute superstars for St Kilda, they've all got boys. Now, are their boys going to be as good as the dads? I don't know. But in 5 or 6 years' time, this bloke's had a whinge only last year. 5 or 6 years' time, he'll be laughing to the bank, just going, father sons, no, don't no one touch them now. These are ours. These are our father sons. It's like, it all comes around, swings and roundabouts. Anyway, I found that interesting and funny. Let's press on though, mate, because we're in for a long one here. Oh, geez, under the pump.
Charlie Curnow.
Yeah, and just mindful of time, this game would have already started. So Charlie Curnow and TDK. Has Tom Dekoning checked out? I like him, but has he checked out? Is he
Last
just
year he great
thrown the
season.
white flag up and said, I'm done.
Last year he was great.
Yeah, and even the start of this
Hey,
year,
did you
unbelievable.
See, Verpires, you saw this, but in the cheer squad when he went to full forward, Tom Dekoning.
Yeah.
Oh, what did they say?
Yeah, the Collingwood cheer squad. Tell you what, now we all might mistake Collingwood supporters for not being very intelligent, but that was very funny. Tom Dekoning went down to the goal square in front of the Collingwood cheer squad, as Ashley said, and they started singing "Oh, when the Saints go marching in." I tell you, as he signed his 1.7 mil and said, "I'm getting the hell out of here," he just like no intensity, lacking effort, second efforts, third efforts, following up. I don't know, chasing, tackling. He started the season off unbelievably. He's a gun.
For 2024, he looked like he was just going to be a gun.
Oh, he was just a machine. I don't know. And, hey, I don't blame him. Like, Carlton's season's done.
So you just act like the other players.
Yeah. Play bruise-free footy so you don't injure yourself, you don't get hurt. Make sure that contract's shored up over at the Saints. I'm going to get me money next year. And Charlie Curnow, I don't know, you've got...
Won a Coleman twice in a row.
Yeah, he just seems miles away from a Coleman, doesn't he? Like, those couple of years, he won back-to-back Colemans or whatever. Like, look at him now. I'm like, man, this guy barely takes a contested mark. His goal kicking's letting him down at the moment. He's barely impacting the scoreboard.
I'm pretty sure he's on at least 30 goals still.
Yeah, he's been okay,
but he's 22 behind the leader.
Yeah, he ain't winning the Coleman, but I just look at him and go, you're like one of the focal points of your side. Like he rolled up the other week to the game on his push bike. I don't know, all the environmentalists will say, well, that's good, he's saving the climate, but sort of go, I don't know, he just sends the wrong message. I'm not a Carlton supporter, so really I don't care, but and I don't really want to put players under the pump individually, because that's, we love our footy, we admire these guys and the girls that play AFLW, like it's such an incredible effort. Would have loved to have played AFL. I'm sure Ashley would love to play AFL one day, so don't want to put individual players under the microscope, but just looking at that side, we've put Carlton under the pump enough this year, but they're looking at this side and just looking at some individual players, you think, gosh, you really got to lift, but anyway, that's enough on them. Next one there, mate.
Essendon's head trainer soft tissue injuries.
Yeah, so don't know who Essendon's head trainer is. Should have probably researched that. But I'll tell you what, I reckon his or her job next year is going to be under some scrutiny because they've had so many hamstrings, calves.
Yeah,
these soft tissue
players
injuries.
like that. Yeah.
And someone like Zach Reid mentioned his name there because he's had a breakout season. Problem is, though, he's just done his... What's he done? His hammy, I think. So he's out again. But his 3 or 4 years leading up to this year, he's been in and out of the side with injuries. I just wonder, would he be saying to his manager, find me another club next year, I'm fed up, this club can't get my body right, I want to explore my options, I need a change. Which would not be good for Essendon, because he's going to be a superstar.
Well, you could look at Cats, and you see Tyson Single, Jack Martin.
Jack Martin's a good case study, because, touch wood, he struggled to get his body right there at Carlton. But Geelong hasn't had a super clean record. You know, we struggled with Lincoln McCarthy getting his body right. But then he played some consistent years at Brisbane, but then he's done 2 ACLs since, which is just unfortunate. That's not typically soft tissues. And Nakia Cockatoo was another one. We just couldn't get his body right, and then he went
Constable.
up to Brisbane. Oh, no, he just unfortunately wasn't good enough. But I'm just thinking from an injuries point of view.
Quinton Narkle, did he get it? No.
He just wasn't good enough. But yeah, Essendon's head trainer. I mean, they got rid of Dodoro. He was their head recruiter. Oh. He retired or resigned or whatever. But I tell you what, surely they pushed him out the door because 20 years of no success.
But then also
he's been there that whole time.
Yeah, also that Zach Reid. You know Darcy Garner. He got to play for that 2024 grand final.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be in their best 22.
Was it Darcy Garner?
Oh no, it wasn't. It was Fort.
Darcy Fort. Yeah. But that's right. Through an injury.
Well, he wouldn't be in their best 22.
No, because McInerney is.
And he was just lucky that McInerney got his shoulder in the prelim.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's right.
See, that could happen to a side that's going to win a premiership, and someone gets injured in their best 22. Yeah. Zach Reid is there.
Yeah. Well, I think he'd be in the best 22 at a lot of sides, though. So. But anyway, that's under the pump this week. I wanted to throw in a kudos this week, actually, because we've given the AFL a bit of stick over the journey this year. Some fixturing, some the television stuff. You know, we've sort of got stuck into them a little bit. But kids go free for I think it's 4 weeks in a row or something.
Well,
might be
this
more.
Week till like round 19.
Yeah, so I kudos AFL. I think that's great. Great incentive to get families along because. You know, interest rates are coming down, but they're still high. Cost of living, groceries, power, whatever, it's high. So families don't have a lot of excess money just lying around and the food costs a fortune and stuff at the footy. So to have the kids go free, it really incentivises families to take the kids, which is awesome. So highlights, Ash.
Yep, George Stevens, 14 score involvements and 21 touches.
Awesome debut for George Stevens. Now, this bloke's done his apprenticeship in the reserves. I think, has he been there 2 years or is this his second year? Oh, golly. Anyway, down at the Cattery. So he was probably stiff not to get a nomination for the Rising Star. But nothing, please don't take anything away from Isaac Kako, who got it. We'll talk about him in a moment. Because he's had a phenomenal year and he deserves one. And he had similar statistics. I think he kicked 1 goal and had 17, whereas George Stevens had 21 touches and kicked 1 goal and had 14 score involvements. So, anyway, super first game. I really liked him. I thought he won plenty of ball on the ground. Like, he's a solid midfielder. He's 190 centimetres as well, so genuine good footballer. Hopefully they've uncovered a bit of a diamond in the rough, so to speak. We'll see. Next one there, mate.
Top 9 versus bottom 9. Top 9 versus bottom 9. Only Fremantle beaten.
Yeah, which was Sydney got them on their home deck. We spoke about it a little earlier on the top of the episode. How unique was that though? Top 9 versus bottom 9. Oh gosh, anyone in the comments if you've seen that happen before, please let us know. But yeah, I thought that was phenomenal. Yeah, pretty cool. But the top sides really flexed their muscles, didn't they?
Yeah.
Brisbane had a 6-goal win. Doggies had a 6 or 7-goal, 8-goal win. Pies had a big win. Geelong had a big win. Giants had a good win. Those sides really. Adelaide was a little bit tighter. But the sides really flexed their muscles. And then Isaac Kako, deserved Rising Star nominee. He's had a good season in a side that's really struggled. He's been a bit of a shining light, I reckon. Remember, I was watching the preseason game Geelong Brisbane and texting Jake, my nephew.
Geelong Essendon.
What did I say?
Geelong Brisbane.
Oh, sorry, Geelong Essendon. Anyway, texting me nephew Jake. He's a big Essendon supporter. And yeah, he's saying, "Oh, how many's Kako kicked? How many?" And I was, "Who the bloody hell's Kako?" And then see this little small forward, new draftee, I suppose, to Essendon, and running around. He ended up kicking 4 against the Cats in a preseason game. Could have had 5, but big ruckman, Sammy Draper, marked it or took it on the goal line and kicked it over. But so Isaac Kako well and truly deserves that. Looking ahead to this week, yes, the game's already started. In fact, by the time I get this up, it might be half time of the game. But some big games. I know you're a bit iffy on this first one, the Blues and the Lions.
Yeah.
Very intrigued to finish up the episode here and go check the scores, but they just need to show something on the Blues. Their supporters have dead set fed up.
If they win, that would be just...
Be good, wouldn't it? Oh, look, I hope they do. But anyway, Suns and Pies, massive.
Yeah, that's going to be massive.
I think it was their CEO come out and said that's going to be the biggest game of their 13, 14-year history. Biggest game.
Probably.
Yeah, on their home deck. They need to win. They've got to keep winning to play finals. They're not there yet.
Yeah, they looked like they were, but you said something about their bottom...
Their second halves of their seasons over the last 14 years have been less than... Their winning percentage has been less than 50%. So not a good time of year for the Suns. They need to win these big games. I hope they do. Nothing against Collingwood. Collingwood's a grouse side. They're having a hell of a season. In fact, it's hard to see them losing the grand final. But it'd be grouse to see the Suns get the job done against such a quality outfit.
Yep.
The Doggies and the Crows, massive ramifications for the Crows and their top 4 aspirations, but also the Doggies, because Doggies need to keep winning. They're a game or 2 behind Adelaide, but that's a huge game.
Yeah.
In Melbourne.
Yeah, and then Cats Giants.
Cats and Giants. Yeah, I'm pretty worried about that game. They've had the wood on us, the Giants, but hopefully the Cats can get up.
That's only at Kilda Park.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. We're not playing at Kilda Park. But the Cats really want to finish second behind Collingwood. I don't think anyone's going to trump Collingwood. Cats want to finish second and get that home final first week.
Well, you know what we want? We want Collingwood first, Cats second, Bulldogs or Hawks 5th or 6th.
Yeah, exactly. So there's 4 finals in Melbourne. That'd be grouse. And the last one, Freo Hawks, another massive game for finals.
It's in Perth, but still, it's pretty big.
Yeah. Interesting if Freo get the job done there. Just where Hawthorn are sitting, would that knock Hawthorn down to 9th just for a week? Because Freo's in 9th at the moment. Would they change places? Because I think they're both on 40 points, aren't they?
I think Hawks might be on 44.
Oh, okay.
No, what are Cats on 44, Kevin? Hawks might be on 40.
Yeah. Anyway, it's an interesting time of the year for, what would you say, 6 or 7 sides, season done. Would Sydney be the only other side that you could think?
No, but Sydney are on 28 points.
Yeah, I know, they're still miles off.
They're like 12 games behind, 12 points
3
behind.
games. Would they be the only other side that you look at and say, maybe?
No.
No, you don't reckon
I think it's Fremantle.
They're done. It's just Freo. Yeah, they're just the top 9 sides. The other 9 sides, season over, which makes the next 7 weeks hard for them, but that's footy and that's life. So, good luck to your team this week. We've got a bye in the under 9s, don't we? Yeah. So we're going camping.
Well, not like a bye, but for...
Sorry, a week off, yeah.
Yeah, a bye for the whole week.
I think most of the junior footy stuff have byes in the school holidays. So, but
we'll be playing. We played last week.
Yeah.
And we got done by like 12 points or 30.
Yeah.
But the scores haven't been updated. And it wasn't our home game, so
that's annoying.
It was for their manager.
No, they played well. They were a good side, Armstrong Creek, so they got the chockies. Here's hoping the Cats have a good win, and hope you enjoy the weekend of footy. See ya.